The most enthralling and entertaining Formula One season came to a close in Abu Dhabi yesterday. Max Verstappen did his best, put his foot on the pedal to complete the race first, but unfortunately missed out on the championship. No one could really stop Lando Norris from rounding off the podium in third place, encapsulating a brilliantly flawed yet pulsating, nerve-wracking F1 season. And in a manner that really narrated what life truly is. If Max promised us the stars, Norris gave us perspective, and that's what we will decode today here in this story. Lando Norris broke into tears as he slowed down right after crossing the checkered flag, the emotions flooding him. The team thrilled a double for McLaren for the first time ever since 1998, a driver's title for McLaren for the first time since 2008. It was poetic, it was cathartic, it was sweet. A moment that took its time to arrive. He says he now knows what Max Verstappen really would have felt like when he won that first, and what winning it all, going all the way after a year of highs and lows and manic times really truly feels like. It was overwhelming, and you could sense that with Norris. How did Max Verstappen, though, take this loss despite winning Abu Dhabi? Two drivers who had given this their best shot. But there's so much to learn for us in our professions here from both these drivers, just looking at them. Take a look at Max, feisty, aggressive, an athlete who will always strive to get his way, for whom war of words, a squabble here or there, or a tiff somewhere else is all in a day's work. He was a one-man beast up against two very strong McLaren drivers who were snapping at his heels. And yet, he struck fear in them. Max had the most topsy-turvy year. Red Bull was fighting their own demons in the paddock, and Verstappen did not just have to deal with that alone, but also his own slump. Clawing your way back from being 100 points away from the eventual winner, which he missed out by just 2 points, by the way, is a journey that will tell us to keep fighting, that nothing is ever out of reach. You don't have to have the best of resources at hand. Red Bull was not the fastest car in the season. You don't need assistance on the track all the time. Max didn't have a steady, consistent assistance of a number two this season. Every pit stop or turn could seem daunting. Max had to surmount a massive gap to even make us believe he was in with a chance. But he kept fighting. There probably was not even a moment he thought this was truly over. He made us believe this could be it. It could happen. He made us dream, he made us hope, and that's the power of belief, the strength in it, something so magical that it will make you suspend logic and live in an idealistic realm even for that one moment. That's what Max Verstappen did. He truly made us think he could do this, even though you knew logically it was not only up to him. Norris too had to finish outside the podium, and with Verstappen winning, for this really to materialize, for a title win to happen. That's true champion stuff. And then to take it all in your stride, that's a mark of greatness there. Because he knew he was taking us all for that ride, but made us forget the permutations for the weekend. That's pure, sublime genius. And then there's Norris, the absolute opposite end of that spectrum, the athlete who embodies put your head down, get down to work. There's no need to get fired up. If it can be done without the heat, then might as well get it done. And that finish in Abu Dhabi and his title were proof of just this attitude. He didn't need to show Max that he was the champion. He just about did his best, whatever he really could, and that was enough. Norris's achievement is nothing short of stunning. Stopping Red Bull and Max Verstappen in their tracks is no mean feat, especially with Max gunning for a record 5th consecutive title. Norris just didn't overthink this, and he didn't have to. And that's a great thing to do, because history is rife with athletes who've got disappointed trying hard and trying to go that extra mile. Norris chose not to. No big show, no drama, just doing the bare minimum required without any hiccups. His former teammate, in fact, sums it up rather nicely.
He's a driver that doesn't follow the typical stereotypes of a world champion. Very open about his own struggles and proven to everyone you can be a world champion being a nice guy, or don't have to be ruthless or bad.
Sport does this, doesn't it? It pits the nice guys with the bad boys, fixes labels for champions. How somehow it's so much more emotional when a nice guy doesn't finish last. Here's the thing though, quite unpopular this, but I guess it is apt in the time that we're living in today. Your job as an F1 driver is only one thing: to win for your team, for yourself. That's why you became a driver. That's why you fought all the odds to get here to Formula One, the pinnacle of your sport. Whether you are a nice guy while doing that or not is a choice that you shouldn't have to justify to anyone, to yourself, to your team, or to the world. Max can be many things, but he knows how to win, no matter where his journey heads from here, and it doesn't take rocket science to guess it's only going to be that much more significant for the sport itself. Max Verstappen has already showed us what it takes to dream, and dream big. What it can do for anyone, F1 fan or not, Max fan or not. Nothing can quite compare to feeling alive, to truly believing that impossible is nothing, that you can actually control even the uncontrollables, that you can do anything at all. That will be Max Verstappen's biggest legacy to pass down.
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shaped nations. They scarred generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power. Firstpost reveals their truth.